Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to Baboon Yodel. That's the dulcet tones of Ed's soda water fizzing away in a Coca-Cola glass we got from the warehouse.
Soda!
Soda! Hey, it's me, I'm back.
Yeah, I know. Tell the fans. They are the angry ones. I was fine. I was happy.
Sorry guys, but how long was I away for? Like 2 weeks?
Like 4 weeks
Oh.
or something.
I was away for ages. I was so busy, like
Yeah.
straight up, like just...
Yeah, you smell like shoes.
Yeah, I smell like feet.
Yeah.
I've just been in the trenches for like 3 weeks. Our schedules just keep clashing and I just was working so hard. The last 2 weeks I've been working hard, selling shoes.
What's happening? It's like your boss is like a dictator type, Mussolini, Hitler style?
Yeah, definitely Hitler type.
Really?
No. They're just short staffed. I swapped shifts with my colleague who needed to like swap shifts for a couple of weeks.
All right.
So I ended up doing more than I usually do, which is cool.
That's cool.
But just more unavailability for me.
That's great. Well, the fans missed out on the episode.
Yeah.
Did you listen to any of the episodes that we did? I did one with
no.
Angel Jordan. I did one with...
I listened to the Angel one.
Yeah.
And I got like 3/4 of the way through and I was like, this just sounds like this was what I could just go upstairs and listen to my boyfriend do this. Like it felt really counterproductive just listening to a recorded version of him.
Yeah. And also then I did one with Natalie Sammy.
She's great.
Yeah, that was Natalie. A great one. That was a good episode. We talked serious and funny shit. We talked Indian porn and all the other stuff. Oh, check it out. Listen up, guys.
It's a great episode. I love
episode.
Natalie. If there's anyone who can replace me, it's Natalie.
Well,
not Angel. Natalie's the one.
I don't know what Angel will feel about it. I think he'll feel okay about it. He doesn't give a shit.
Nah, he's talking to his mum right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, then he's...
Weekly mum call.
Is he like a different person when he talks to his mom?
Nah, he's like even
He's the same? Even
up.
more? Nazis. That's all he does?
And then his mum's like, Nazis. No, he's about the same. This is too much information for him. How you been,
We're
Ed?
revealing secrets. I've been good. I've been working hard, doing a lot of comedy, thinking about shit, writing a lot of stuff.
Just thinking about shit. Just been sitting and thinking.
Yeah, and cooking a lot. I started doing that My Food Bag thing.
Oh, I've been thinking about doing this. Is it good?
It's great. I think the My Food Bag, I don't know if they have that option. However, I think the Hello Fresh or something, those guys have like a gluten-free option.
Yes, there is. I know there are like food bag brands that do gluten-free ones. And the thought did cross my mind because I work so much at Shoe Shine and then I get home and I'm like, I don't know what to cook. I'm getting bored. Like, maybe I should get one of those bags and it will just...
Yeah, but it does require some cooking work. You have to chop things.
Yeah, that's fine. Just like
follow
ideas,
the recipe.
Just like if they give me all the ingredients, I'll just do it, Instead of having to be like, what do I buy?
You just have to calculate what do you usually spend a week on food and then with that you see that what's your cost benefit, and then because it does really help you don't have to think about what to cook. You just have to cook whatever is prescribed for that day.
I love that.
And you can check out their website.
We're sponsored by we should be though.
We're sponsored by My Food Bag. I use it. Come on, sponsor us. We've got like 20 people listening to us, which I mean 20 more more bags. If like 20% of those people become your customers, that's what's 20% of like 2 people.
Exactly.
So that's great.
I'm actually so keen to do it and get a gluten-free one. So what do you get? Like, what have you been eating lately from the bag?
Oh, there's some crazy great. I'll tell you exactly what type of things that we are getting. They're like different recipes from around the world.
Ooh, international, continental.
And there's like, it's not showing it here. Anyway, so I had chicken tom yum.
Yum.
Right? And then it was chicken za'atar, which is like a fried chicken with sesame seeds and stuff. And then there was things in the... there's a lot of things in the oven that you have to do. There was a roasted kumra and carrot and all that with a specific Mediterranean chicken.
It sounds so
in
good.
there. And there was a dish from Philippines. There
was a man called Philip. That sounds so yum.
And yeah, that's some great stuff. There's a coconut curry. There's always in every couple of weeks they have one vegetarian day where they have that it was a cauliflower coconut curry. I bought some meat and put it in there.
You sacrilegious.
But it's good. But it's just that it takes some, there's some work into it. You gotta chop off the things. But what happens is in the box you get all these. Everything is prescribed, so everything just comes in with
everything in the recipes there.
Most things,
Okay.
like 99% of the like regular staples like oil. They don't send you oil,
Right.
salt, black pepper. No, chicken stock. You gotta get your own chicken stock,
I
but
get
chicken
that.
stock lasts forever anyway. So. Yeah, you get that. They're all packed and ready to go. The fruit and veggies are fresh. The meat is all fresh. The first day is always a fish day. Monday is always a fish day, so you can cook the fish fresh the first day.
Yeah.
It's for fish. I had like a Mexican fish, which was really great, and then there was a Mediterranean style fish as well. That was fantastic as well. So. Yeah, get into it. That was my food bag, and then there's other companies there that you can get into. So depending on the money and how many days a week you want it.
Yeah, I would love to do that for maybe once a week or so, just to see how I go, because I find it like I really don't mind cooking, but it's just like figuring out something new and exciting and like buying it all and getting it home and stuff. I like.
You can get like two for recipes for 2 nights a week, and they'll just get you that stuff. That's the My Food Bag stuff, and then there's Bargain Box, Buy My Food Bag, which is cheaper stuff. But there's no gluten-free option. It's got cheaper, shitty things, recipes. They're good recipes, but they don't care about the international gourmet. There'll be pasta one day. There'll be meatballs. There'll be this. There'll be that.
So it's kind of like a 90s white family in New Zealand.
Yeah, that
vibe.
kind of stuff. Yeah. Burgers, pizza.
I mean, yum, but
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So
interesting.
I'll be doing that. But because of so much work, I've delayed or skipped my deliveries for the next 2 weeks. Because my girlfriend was away and
you just living like a
I was
bachelor.
getting tired. I know I'm just cooking lots of healthy stuff because there was some leftover vegetables from before.
Yeah.
So I just steamed them up and ate them.
Yum. I'm gonna make a potato bake tonight.
Aha!
I'm gonna make
potato.
It's gonna be like
bake.
spinach, and then I got like a mozzarella and tomato like pasta sauce. You know, like the sauce.
Season it.
I'm gonna put that in there.
What are the seasonings?
We got onion salt.
Oh.
And a bit of pepper. Cheese. That's about it.
Are you gonna rub it on Jordan's nipples?
Nah, I'm just gonna eat the food.
Eat the food, not off the nipples.
I'll let you know.
Woo! It's got hot. That's our podcast, hot and heavy.
Speaking of Danger and I and Jack Ansett.
Jack Ansett, famous comedian.
He's not been on this podcast, eh?
No, he hasn't because he speaks like a weirdo.
And we don't allow that.
Don't allow that. And he always eats. He's always eating something that makes a lot of sound, noise.
True.
I can't handle that on a podcast.
We don't want like mastication.
Mastication.
You know what that word means?
That's the word.
It's a school word.
I always used to say, "Why are you smacking your lips?" That's all I say.
Yeah, don't smack your lips. Yeah, he's always smacking.
I can just say, just don't masticate loudly.
Yeah, you see, masticate.
Masticate?
Isn't it masticate?
Masticate.
Yeah.
Kate like Catherine.
Kate. Masticate. Oh, I suck for a chick called Kate.
Masticate. It's like masturbation for Kate.
Yeah.
She can masturbate.
I mean, it seems quite.
People can think about.
I'm with her situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Yeah.
I masticate her.
I mean, she's with herself.
She masticates me. We both masticate each other.
Okay. So my story was.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Danger and Jack, we went to the golf range, like the driving range. Like, so you just go, you set up, you buy like, you can buy like 50 balls, 100 balls, 150. We got 150, so we each got
150 balls.
150 balls.
Woo!
And we each got 50 balls each to hit off into the distance. And
into the distance.
And you just hit the balls off, the golf balls off into the distance. You just go hard.
And it's like a green.
Yeah, There's like a big line of little stations where everyone's lined up and hitting off their balls.
Did you get like a meaty hit? Did you get a couple of meaty hits?
I got a couple.
Yeah.
There was a few where I just completely missed, and like 4 times in a row I just keep swinging and just keep missing the ball, like Mr. Bean or something.
You gotta keep looking at the ball.
I know. I was.
Even throughout.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I'm not a sportsman, but you know who is a sportsman?
Uh-huh.
The person that I saw.
What?
So we spent a couple hours there, and then the last.
Oh my God! You gotta tell.
Here's my story. And then the last 10, because we would do like 10 balls each, the three of us, and so the last 10 balls that we had left, I was up. I was hitting off the last 10 balls. It was going okay. I knew it was my last 10. I was trying to really do a good job for myself. Who turns up in the booth right in front of me and starts setting up while I'm doing a shit job at hitting balls?
Wait, let me guess. Brendan McCullum?
Nah.
Richie McCaw?
Nah, Dan Carter.
Oh!
You're close though. Dan Carter showed up. I didn't even know it was him. Yeah. He had like 3 boys. He brought like a baby in a cot thing. Like
really? So
and, like, his two boys.
So he was taking care of the kids, and he said, "I'll go to the range."
Yeah. And we were like, and because I was hitting these balls, and I was looking back at Jack and Jordan and being like, you know, why aren't you guys like looking at me and giving me attention and like cheering me on? Yeah. And they were shooting this guy next to me, like they were looking at him, and I was like, is this guy like doing something weird? Is he being rude or something? Like I didn't know. And then we finished up, and I was standing over near where we were playing.
Yeah.
And Dane just like, that's Dan Carter. And I was like, that is Dan Carter.
Did you guys say anything?
Nah.
Did you guys say, hey?
Nah, because we just felt real awkward. I was just like, that's Dan Carter. And like, he watched me play.
You should have said, thank you for your services or something.
Like saluted them or something.
Yeah.
He's quite short though. He's like a Tom Cruise vibe.
Yeah, he's a short guy. And I think he's still fit. Is he still fit? He
was.
Fit?
He looked quite like. He's like not a big guy, and he looked quite tan.
No, but he's kind of. He doesn't have a belly or anything.
No,
right? He's got a V style going on at the top of the body.
Yeah, he was looking trim.
His body is organized.
Yeah. Oh, he is organized. He was like a daily planner. Everything,
everything is in a shelf, ready to just there stuck, and it's perfect Jenga thing.
Is it Marie Kondo his body, Tetris body, little Tetris body, Tetris pod. Dan Carter. I was shook, and then we were driving out, and we're like, which one's his car?
Did you guys make any guesses which car?
We saw a Porsche. We thought that might be his. We tried to look for the most bougie
Porsche
car.
or Porsche?
Just a Porsche.
Oh, that's from Trade Me.
What?
No. I think the posh people say Porsche.
Porsche de Rossi.
Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche de Rossi. Is she the wife of?
She the one.
Is she the one? She's the wife of Ellen DeGeneres.
She is.
Isn't she?
She was on Arrested Development too.
And Ally McBeal. Was she in Ally McBeal?
Was she?
I think so.
I haven't seen Ally McBeal. I've heard of it.
Shitty actress though. I didn't like her in Arrested Development.
Did you not?
No.
As Lindsay.
No, actually, she was quite good. I didn't like her in Ally McBeal.
Who's your favorite character from Arrested Development?
Outrageous Development.
Yeah.
My favorite character from there, actually, is Lindsay.
Whoa!
Oh, it is because she had so many things happening not for her, with her.
Yeah.
Like she was just changing. She was the one who was always changing her loyalty to people.
Yes.
And she was sad, and then she was happy, and
she was always like hatching plans to get back.
Yeah.
Get back on top.
And she was friendly with what was the name of the main character? I don't know, Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman's character. Oh, what's his name? Michael Bluth. Michael Bluth,
yeah. So
George Michael Bluth is his son.
She was, yeah. Actually, George was a good character as well. That was a hilarious
George
character.
Bluth's hilarious. George Michael's so funny.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I like David Cross, but he became too famous from that.
Right.
But I think he was okay.
I think my favorite character is Will Arnett.
Job
Job is
I completely
so good.
forgot about that.
Job is better than Buster's funny, but Job is like so.
Job's great.
Job is so like real to me. Like I feel like I've known so many men like that who are like, it's magic,
He always has that seriousness in his eyes. Oh, I'm planning this.
He takes himself so seriously.
With the magic.
Because him and Buster are similar in the sense that they have no self-awareness.
Yeah.
That Buster's just very passive, whereas like Job is just like, I am the best.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
So good.
So good.
That was our Arrested Development.
How did we
summary.
get to that? How do we get...
We're talking about Portia de Rossi.
Oh, Portia de Rossi.
Porsches.
On Porsches, to Portia de Rossi to Arrested Development. Yeah, Jason Bateman has done some great work. I don't know if you've seen the Ozarks.
No.
You got to see the Ozarks.
Is it good?
That is such a good series on Netflix. 2 seasons out, 10 episodes each. You got to get into it.
Oh, yeah, I do like Jason Bateman.
He's so good.
Have you seen Teen Wolf?
No.
Oh.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah, like, so there was a movie.
So it's like a teen person who changes into a wolf.
Yeah. So the first movie came out in 1985 and it had Michael J. Fox as a teen wolf. And then like 88 or something, I don't even know when, a few years later, Jason Bateman was in Teen Wolf 2.
He played the Teen Wolf?
But it was Teen Wolf 2, but T-O-O.
Oh.
So he was Teen Wolf as well. I really don't remember any more plot details.
So it's like it was like a comedy then.
Oh,
the
yeah, it was like one of those
thing.
like popcorn movies.
Okay. You remember in the I don't know if you remember because you're young.
Excuse me? No,
but in the 90s, you were born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right? So I was quite an adult in the 90s. It was quite a adult-ish. So no, but I was growing up, you know, in the 90s, and there were a lot of in the 90s and in the early 2000s there were a lot of high school movies. And high school scary movies like horror movies based on high schools or start of the university or something like that.
Like Scream and stuff.
Yeah. I know what you did last
Street.
summer. I know what you did last summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is it 10?
I don't know how many have come out. I think 3 came out and there's 7 of them went straight to video or something.
I remember loving Nightmare on Elm Street. The Grudge. That was good. The Blob was quite boring.
There was in those chick flicks and stuff, there was a lot of misogyny going on.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The genre was like, here's a scared white lady who's
there was always a scared white lady in comedy or the horror. Always a scared white lady, and then she's the hot main character straight white lady, and then there's like a weirdo straight white lady sidekick.
Yeah.
Who would always go yes to everything to that. It was like a sidekick person.
Yeah.
And it's the same was the opposite for the man as well. The man was like all with the long hair, and they had a weirdo sidekick as well.
Yeah.
It was so
bad. I think I've really ended up being one of those scared white ladies in my life.
Like the sidekick one? Or the main character one?
Nah, not the hot one. I'm just a scared white lady. I think I've really taken on that archetype. That's who I am.
And then you fall in love with the sidekick of the other guy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Danger are just sidekicks. We're purely sidekick people. That's so funny.
I didn't. I saw them a lot, and the only chick flick type thing that I really liked from the 90s was 10 Things I Hate About You. I quite enjoyed that.
So good. I love that movie.
That was so pretty good. And other than that, I don't remember much of. I mean, I remember getting scared and.
Clueless is good.
Clueless is fine. Clueless is like a dangerous
movie.
one.
Or like.
And it's not a formulaic. Clueless is not a formulaic.
Or like 16 Candles.
I don't know about that.
It's a 80s one.
Oh,
John Hughes.
I might see it.
It's good. It's like the same thing of like Breakfast Club and.
Oh, I love
St.
Breakfast
Elmo's
Club.
Fire and stuff.
Yeah.
St. Elmo's Fire is good.
Oh,
you should see that.
And Breakfast at not Breakfast at Tiffany's. Weekend
at Bernie's.
Breakfast
at Tiffany's. Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's is good, eh?
That is such a great movie. But yes, how are we getting through these trails of thoughts?
I don't know. It's good though. It feels like it's quite organic.
It's quite organic. We're
just
quite
like a food bag.
Organic people, no pesticides, nothing pre-planned. The only thing that was pre-planned was that story about Dan Carter.
Yeah, I was like, half an hour ago, I was like, yo, I saw a real famous person at the golf range. I ain't gonna tell you though. Just wait. You're gonna have to wait.
I would have been more excited if it was a cricket dude. But you guys would not have recognized a cricket dude.
You got so close, you see Richie McCaw, and I'm like, I have to say it before you guess it because you're going to take it away. So I just cut you off.
I'm going to ruin it. What if my first guess was like Dan Carter?
I'd be like, son of a... No, but that's good though. I mean, he is like... He's kind of the ultimate celebrity, and he's like also the first one that you guess. Be like, who'd you see this from? I go, oh, Dan Carter.
Yeah, I think he's the most. I mean, Richie McCaw is the most. McCaw. I went like McCaw. Richie McCaw is the most revered one.
Yeah.
But the most famous one, I think, is Dan Carter.
He's like the OG.
He got popular.
I remember when people used to call him Daniel Carter.
Really?
Yeah.
And then he became more famous and it just became Dan.
Yeah. He used to be Daniel Carter when I was a kid, when you'd get the little cards of him in the Weet-Bix.
What?
I
was not here.
forgot. You were an adult in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm an immigrant. I had no idea about Dan Carter when I was in the 90s in Pakistan.
So like in the 90s and the early 2000s, you'd buy Weet-Bix and it'd be like, be just like the All Blacks. They can do 8 Weet-Bix in a sitting or whatever. Or 20, you can have 20 Weet-Bix for breakfast. And so you open the box and there'd be like trading cards. And they'd have like all the All Blacks on them.
Ooh.
So you get like Dan Carter.
That must have been so much fun.
Joe Rockefoco, like
for
all the
boys.
dudes.
For boys.
Yeah, like I never
Did you
cared.
collect?
Nah, but people like boys at my primary school did.
Was there anything for girls like that?
I remember getting a packet of LCMs and they had, do you know what LCMs are? They're like a
champion metabolic is.
That's exactly it. I don't know what they stand for. It's like a rice treat. It's like rice bubbles all glued together.
Okay. It's like Rice Krispies but glued together with the sweet stuff.
Yeah, with some PVA. And PVA glue. But you would in the packet. I got a pen that had Superman on it.
Yeah.
And it had invisible ink.
And
it had a torch on the other end.
Ooh.
I know, cool, eh?
We don't get that shit in the cereals nowadays.
Ah.
There's no specific things coming. I guess people are more.
Are you buying grown-up cereal though? Are you buying like a Muesli?
No. Whenever I buy cereal, I don't buy cereal that much.
Yeah.
But whenever I buy cereal, I go buy Cocoa Pops or I go
the Riceys.
Crunchy Honey Nut thing. Yeah. That's not a kid's one. But
not the like bougie ones. The like
no, I don't get Special K and cow muesli and I don't get any of that stuff.
Nothing with raisins.
Because if you eat if you're buying cereal, it has to have like a party in your mouth, and Cocoa Pops is the party in your mouth.
Just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
Oh my God, they are the best.
How good, eh?
I found them out in the early 90s when I was
when you were an adult.
But I was very, very young kid, and so I don't know. My dad used to work in the UK, and I used to visit him every year for 2 months.
Yeah.
First time I went there, we went to the supermarket, and I seen that ad of Cocoa Puffs, and I was like, "Oh, we need to get that shit."
Yeah.
And then we got it, and I was eating it day and night.
You were like, every meal, Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs, and I got after a couple of days, my mom says, "None of that is happening again." So you just get it in the morning.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you only get it if you eat a couple of eggs or something else as well. You don't just eat this shit.
You got to line your stomach with something before you go on the hard stuff.
Yeah. Hard Cocoa Pops.
That's so funny. Oh,
that was so good. That was my favorite growing up. When I went to Pakistan for years, I craved for it. And I went to the UK again for the Masters. First cereal I bought, Cocoa Pops.
I'm going to get Cocoa Pops,
Woo!
like 8 boxes, and you live the Jerry Seinfeld life. You're like, I'm just going to eat cereal all day.
I ate so much on the first night. I was like, oh my God, my life is ruined. So sad.
You had a sugar rush.
Yes.
But then you were so, you had so much calcium in your body.
Sugar doesn't give me a rush. Sugar brings me down.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because I don't eat small stuff with a lot of sugar. That's like if you eat candy, it's small stuff with lots of sugar. I eat big stuff with a lot of sugar. So it fills you up and you get the sugar in and then you just want to sleep. That's
You're just like, you've overloaded with the carb or the food amount.
Yeah, and I'm at that age that I will start it, and by the end of it, I'll be imagining the end of days for me, because I'll be like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing with my life? I'm gonna get diabetes. They're gonna have to cut off my feet, and I'm just gonna fizzle away with this disease. And then I don't buy Cocoa Pops for about 6 months.
Yeah.
But then when I buy it in 3 days, they're finished.
Damn. Yeah, I love those foods though that you take a break from and then you come back to it and you're like, hallelujah.
Oh my God. I hear people really like that protein one. What's it called? There's a guy jumping on it. Nutrigrain.
That's an All Blacks thing as well.
People love it, and kids love it as well. I've seen kids just eating it just like that.
It's so crunchy.
As a snack.
It's like a brick. It's like a little brick of sugary cereal.
Yeah, and then when you put it in the milk, it becomes like styrofoam.
Yeah.
Like a tasty styrofoam.
It does,
It. Yes.
I have gluten-free Special K.
All right.
It's probably the best gluten-free cereal you can get.
There's no other?
You can get a few other cereals, but this one, you can get gluten-free.
Wheat Bix? Do you get Wheat Bix?
Yep, but I find that it takes a lot of milk, and I can't afford to pour all of the milk in.
Half a kilo of milk.
Half a carton of milk in one bowl for a bowl of Wheat Bix. So that's my problem with it.
Yeah, I like Wheat Bix, but it needs to have lots of sugar.
Yes, I agree.
Otherwise,
Brown
it's just
sugar, so
cardboard bullshit.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar is good with Wheat Bix?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna try that.
Brown sugar with anything's my jam. I don't fuck with white sugar. I go brown sugar.
Wheat Bix is great. You eat it, right? It fills you up. It helps you poop.
Yeah,
it's great. It's like
so
a bran
when
muffin.
When you crush it up.
Crush it up?
Crush it up into like
chips.
Yeah, into like chips, and then you put hot water in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it warms it up, and then you put a bit of milk in it, and then you eat it, and it's like warm porridgey Wheat Bix.
Oh, okay.
It's yum.
I would put warm milk in it. I don't want
warm milk.
I don't want contamination with water because it dilutes it down. It's like I'm living like a poor person.
Yeah, I get it. Bit of warm milk, bit of brown sugar.
Oh, that's good.
So good.
That's good.
What are you talking about? How long have we been recording for?
Oh, we've been talking about this shit for a while. It's like your comeback warm up set. So we've done like 26 minutes. I think it's almost goodbye time now.
Yeah.
We can talk about the stories next time. What are you doing? Do you want to do a story?
I was gonna say, should we see what OJ Simpson's been up to?
Oh yeah, let's check out OJ.
If he's not uploaded anything,
life.
I'll be.
He's been talking a lot of politics and shit.
The real OJ.
Yeah.
23. 32. No, that's right. I don't know. Okay. Oh God. He's got My Wounded Ego as a video.
Oh yeah.
This is uploaded on the 21st of July.
All right, let's review it.
Okay, this is a minute. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Well, football camps have opened, and Kansas City got lucky. Tyreek Hill will be playing this year, and it solidifies my thought.
Oh, he's talking football again.
Mahomes should be the only quarterback drafted in the first round because his separation in points from the other quarterbacks can't be made up.
He doesn't have mic technique.
You know, I want to talk about ego. You know, all athletes have ego, and I always thought my ego was under control until recently.
Oh, really? Your ego was under control? Holy shit.
The only female in my fantasy league said she was watching NFL channel, and they were doing a list of running backs with the most yards from scrimmage, and they were asking would Saquon Barkley get on that list. I guess Chris Johnson was first.
Who are these people?
Anyway, I don't know. But he's.
And if you extrapolated that to 2 more games, I would be at the top of that list.
Well, the takeaway from this is that his ego was under control for many years until recently, or Jesus.
There's another video and it's called "What's Happening in America?" with 3 exclamation points. Here we go.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly.
Hey, Twitter world.
You know, I know I've been away for a while, but
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with America.
I don't know.
You know, today I was told that this individual, let's call him Person A,
Oh my God.
Person A.
stated that he thought Person B should not have a right to public expression.
Person B.
What's interesting about that is Person B, years ago, helped fight for Person A's right.
Oh.
Person B is 100% him.
Yeah. Is it?
Freedom of expression, public expression. And then I get home and I'm watching politics, and I see where this one party
Watching
pushed
politics.
measures to the floor that they knew they couldn't pass, that would make them look divided, which they did. The other party looked like a team, like they were totally together. They all voted.
What the hell is he talking about?
This is so confusing.
Push this is a double agent.
Oh.
I don't know. What's going on, America?
I don't know what's going on, America.
Take care.
Take
Wait,
care.
I want to play that last bit of him laughing.
I don't know. What's going on, America? Take care.
We should cut it out as a voice thing and play it in our thing. I don't know what's going on, America.
It was so
care.
confusing. Like he was just talking about a scenario that no one knows about, not using names and just
Yeah.
going,
Person A, person B.
but just
Person
going
B did
so
this.
hard. Like he's clearly got a lot of beef. Like
It's like a math problem.
Man, yeah, there's like a person A buys 6 oranges, 6 OJs. That was like, good on you, OJ. Put the content out there that no one's asking for. That was.
All right. So keep your ego intact, baboon yodelers.
Yeah.
As the great scientist O.J. Simpson says.
And we will see you next week for another installment of
Baboon Yodel.
Boop, boop. See you later, guys. Love you. Follow us on social media. Baboon Yodel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Hate mail.
baboonyodel@gmail.com. If you want to send that hate mail through to us, we would.
Oh, love you, baby.
Bye.
Bye, baby. Love you, baby.